Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been. Growing up with the Pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt. These are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
So the Nets starting five. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Simmons is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, the three great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. Outside Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving's shot is good.
Kyrie making that look effortless. That shot is so well within his comfort zone.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Durant. A shake. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
The first one falls.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And both free throws good for Durant. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Pocket 2. Green, no luck. Brooklyn with the ball. KD passes to Curry. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Claxton, good, and Curry gets the assist.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Thompson misses. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On its way from Irving for 2, and no good that time. The Warriors go the other way. Curry way outside, and again no good by Golden State. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The 3 from KD sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got 5.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
Here's Curry with the three. Buries it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Irving. Outside Durant, over Wiggins, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
Curry way outside, and so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, give it up for your Warriors youth team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Draymond Green. And there's Klay Thompson. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Curry in at the guard position. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. Winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
Irving for three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Consistent three-point shooter, a clutch three-point shooter. Kyrie has to be guarded out there at all times.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here's Green, and it's denied. Brooklyn leading by 7. Outside Irving. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for Brooklyn. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Curry against Irving. Shoots over Curry. Again, the Nets for 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Over Irving. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
To come out with an intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Claxton in at the center. Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. The offensive rebound outside for Curry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by KD. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. We saw Andrew Wiggins take a big step forward when he went to Golden State in 2020.
A lot of people think that's a subtle change, but I actually think it's a lot bigger. When you get a player of Andrew Wiggins' caliber who is born to score, and you adjust some of the shot selection and how offensively he's staying engaged, that's a big difference both physically and mentally. It's been a big uptick for him along with his defensive presence.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And those assist numbers have always been there for Kyrie, spotting an open teammate that time.
Pass to Curry. Fades away. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving finds Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
Curry against Irving. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 8.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors, you.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Wiseman's out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
And the basket is good. Warriors trail by 17. Wiseman sets a screen for DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And talking about Dante DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop, Greg. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with it.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Berry. What made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom and so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
Collins checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And then for Brooklyn, O'Neal's checked in for Simmons. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Warren. Here's Wiseman. Now Looney. And he goes in for the dunk.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for KD.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Stolen by O'Neal. It's Thomas, high post. Down low. And there it is for him. And the Nets lead by 19.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to O'Neal. He kicks it to Thomas. Pass to Mills. O'Neal a screen on DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible.
just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.